Yes.
So this is Transition to Organics compost booth with Connor Jones. He's going to talk to us about some of the stuff he's got going on here. Pardon me.
Yeah, so today we have biodynamic compost by donation to support the work of Transition to Organics, helping local conventional citrus and avocado farmers transition to an organic certification and beyond organic in their practices. And to help the folks here understand a little bit more about the process of compost, I brought your basic ingredients to making successful compost.
Okay.
So right here we have our carbon materials, which are your bulk of the pile. It's like this is the most essential element to the compost pile, and what the majority of it is made of. And your carbon material will depend on whatever crops you're trying to grow. So for example, woody shrubs and trees and berries, you're going to have a lot of this like shredded mulch material, woody, high carbon, really dense wood chips. That's going to invite fungi into the pile. Fungi are beneficial to anything that has a woody stalk. And so if you're making compost for vegetables, you're going to want things that are going to be broken down easier by bacteria. So that would be straw and dried leaves. They also harbor a lot of fungi and are most easily broken down by fungi, but for a bacterially dominated compost, these are your best choices. And that's what most people want, because most people are making compost for their veggie gardens. And then here is our green material. This also makes up quite a large portion of the pile. Green material provides a lot of different things, oftentimes a lot of nitrogen. Sugars are available in green material, so the sugars feed bacteria. So if you want a bacterially dominated compost, put a lot of green material in it, and diverse green material, because every plant has a different set of bacteria on them that you'll be inoculating the pile with. So here we have everything from flowering acacia right now to pitcher sage, oat grass, fava beans, mustard, some native berry trimmings.
And so is there anything you want to avoid, like putting in there, like maybe oleander, right? You don't want poisonous.
Well, as far as I know, the toxicity of oleander just disintegrates with the leaves.
It goes away in the
I would
compost.
imagine that it would.
But you might not want to use that for food though.
I can't say that with any certainty, but I do know that if you have a lot of oleander in the pile and it's a hot pile, well, avoid making a hot compost pile with any toxic plants in it, because if you turn it, the steam that's released can be inhaled or go in your eyes and be dangerous.
Wow.
That's pretty uncommon to have that happen, but I know it has happened to some arborists that have chipped oleander and had piles of hot oleander chips decomposing.
Wow.
Anyway, back to some of these plants in here are also mineral accumulators and common weeds. Like this is horehound, which is in the mint family, and is actually a medicine for your respiratory system. It's really great for cough and sore throat, very bitter too. And this is mugwort. This is a native and a mineral accumulator. So we have a diversity of different weeds and herbs that have a variety of different minerals that they've mined from the subsoil. So we want diverse bacteria and mineral nutrients from your green material. And here's the nitrogen material, the manure activators that have their own set of aerobic bacteria that introduce a lot of heat to the pile by reproducing quickly and digesting the sugars. And the nitrogen that's in here and the phosphorus that's in here activates the process, brings the temperature up, and helps to break down the carbon. Carbon material needs nitrogen in order to break down. So this is the bedding from my goat pen, and which has kind of a good mix of nitrogen and carbon in having the bedding straw, but more on the nitrogen side. And then this is dried chicken manure, and this is your hottest additive, and you want to be sparing with that. And then this is the finished product. This is some well-aged compost. This was made over a year ago and has been aging for a long time.
Wow.
So if you're interested, you can.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
That. So I would recommend adding. This is